For this next project, which appears on page 9, it's called the Digital Input Read a Button. We're going to be starting with the project that we just completed on page 7 and 8. And again, this is called we're working from the document Arduino in a Nutshell. Now you're going to notice if you've been paying attention to the colors of my jumper wires here, is that I'm trying to duplicate the colors of my jumper wires in this next project, again appearing on page 9, 9, the Digital Input Read a Button. So in that diagram you'll see that they're using a black jumper wire and a yellow jumper wire, and the black is going to the ground, and I'm putting that in row 1 right here where the red LED is, and the yellow is connected to pin 13 here, pin 13, and I happen to connect mine to row 11. Yours might be 12 or 13. That only worked out that way because of how I have my light emitting diode, my LED, and my resistor, which is a 330 ohm resistor. So, and again, that's from the last project. Now, let's talk about this project appearing on page 9, the Digital Input and Read Button. You're going to need a resistor, and this resistor is a 10 ohm resistor. It is brown, brown, orange, and gold. Brown, brown, orange, and gold. And you're going to need a push button, which looks like this. They're kind of small. They have 4 points. You used them in the previous lessons. So I'm going to set that right here. And then I have 3 jumper cables. And you'll notice in the diagram in the PDF, the Arduino in a Nutshell, that they're using a blue and a red and a black. So let's build this circuit. And all I'm doing right now is I'm following the diagram. And again, notice I have my power disconnected. I don't have any power running to this right now. And to do this, I'm going to just follow the diagram. I'm going to choose to add a resistor, this new resistor. And this is a 10 ohm resistor, brown, brown, orange, and gold. And I'm going to put it in. There we go. And now I'm going to put in this little push button, as it is a little tricky. And I'm going to move actually my resistor over a couple holes so I can give room for everything. And now this is going to be important. I believe that we're gonna test this, that you have to put this in such a way that the pins that are on, we're going to straddle this channel with the push button, and I've got to line this up in such a way that I'm straddling this channel and oops, I already put this in just wrong. I meant to, it's good that I'm showing you this. Okay, I want to show you this, see if I can get a close-up here. This side of the resistor is on the left side, is lined up on the same row. In my case, it's row, looks like 26. And over a couple rows, 28, we've got the other side of the button here. And you'll see this closer in the diagram in the PDF. Now for the jumper cables. I'm going to attach my red cable, my red jumper cable, and this is going to go to the 5-volt pin. And the way I know it's 5 volt is I'm looking right down here. You'll see it says 5 volts. I'm going to put that in here. And then this, while I'm working on this, I'm going to go ahead and connect my black to the ground. It says GND. And again, I'm looking right here, right along this side here. You can see that it says GND. There we go. Now again, just following the diagram, I'm going to put the red power in the same row as this part of my resistor. And I'll just go ahead and stick that in. Notice I haven't done anything with this. I haven't done anything with that right there. And I won't. So now I'm going to put this, the black end of this, in the furthest row here, which is 28. And again, take a good look at the PDF, the document. And now all I got to do is connect my blue, which goes into pin 2. I should say that if your circuit doesn't work properly, I'm going to ask you to go back and check your connections. Blue will go in the same row as this side of my resistor, which is also lined up with this push button. So I'm going to push that in here. Now my circuit should be complete. Now the next thing that you're going to need to do is send your new sketch, your new program, to your Arduino. And I already did that, but I'm going to just show you what it looks like when I send the new sketch over. You'll see the program for the new sketch just underneath this video. You've been using the Blink sketch, and now we're going to create a new sketch for this project, this new project we're working on. To create a new sketch, I'm going to go up here and mouse over the icon that shows up as new, and this is what it looks like up here. I'm going to click on it, and you're going to see that a new sketch opens up. Now the way that I can get the sketch to cut and paste is to go over to the website. I'm going to show you. This is the Introduction to Electronics website that I've built for you, and just we're on class number 2, of course, and I'm going to scroll down and all the way to Arduino in a Nutshell video 5. Right now, as I make this video, I don't have the video placed in here yet, but it will be there shortly. But I do have the sketch here. Let me show you how I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy the sketch, the programming here, and then I'm going to go back over to my Arduino IDE, and then I'm going to paste my sketch in there. Now I have my Arduino connected by USB to this computer, and I'm going to click upload, and it will send. You can see it working right here. It's sending the program to the Arduino, so it's ready to go. And it's as simple as that. Now the Arduino is ready to run that program. Here I'm going to send the program over, and you can see it working. Alright, now let me show you what it does. You'll notice now nothing's blinking yet, and that's because what I need to do to make this circuit work is to push the button down and hold it. And that's when the light starts to blink. If I let go, the circuit stops working. Now, if I want, I can disconnect the power, the USB, and plug in my trusty 9-volt. And let's see if it works with my 9-volt independently here. I'm going to try to move these wires so you can see the LED. I'm going to push the button. Now I'm just holding the button down is how I'm doing this, and that will complete the circuit. If you're interested, which I'm hoping you are, as to why this is happening, you're going to see that in the document, in the PDF, on page 9 and 10 is a description of what's going on here. This is called this resistor is called a pull-up resistor. You can understand more about what's going on there. Okay, that was a little long for a video, but let's move on.